I'm going to talk about my OC really quick. His name is the God of Eternity. He has every single fictional power, can't be tranquilized or knocked out, and that's him. But how did we get here? Well, I'll tell you how we got here. Oh yeah, he also has a giant army. Almost forgot to mention that part. So he got here by being the first thing to ever exist. And he has the power to steal people's powers, so he had to kill every single fictional character that ever existed and ever will exist, slowly working his way up the fictional character food chain, I guess, until he is where he is now. He had to kill the one above all, I am what I am, and blah blah blah. And now he can solo all of fiction at once. In fact, just to show you how powerful he is, let's go to strength. He could kill everything, reconstruct everything, and do everything with everything more than an infinite number of times. Absolute infinite number of times. Times in an absolute infinity. Times absolute infinity. And that goes on for absolute infinity, and that goes on for absolute infinity, and that goes on for absolute infinity, and so does this. Basically, that's nothing to him. If you compared that to his strength, he would laugh at you for even attempting to calculate it. Because nothing can even mimic they can't mimic anything that has to do with his power. They can't mimic it. You just can't. That is how powerful he is. And this applies to every stat. Speed, durability, strength, you name it. He also has a ton of equipment and used to rule over a kingdom. He still has his castle and his army, by the way. With Alduin being the most powerful, being able to kill Cthulhu, and putting up a fight against Azathoth. He lost, but he did severe damage to Azathoth, forcing Azathoth to fall into a deep slumber. However, he did die in the process. He kept his army, including Alduin, because he can resurrect him. And now, Alduin and Alistair are his second in command. He rules over everything with an iron fist and has been connected to literally everything, cannot die, and is a being of so immense power that if you tried to hit him, I feel like he wouldn't even notice. Well, you wouldn't even notice that you were dead. You'd just be instantly dead in less than a zeptosecond. He would just eviscerate you. Also, he has his own hell, where he torments people that he deems unworthy of Dante's Inferno, yet still deserve endless torment. For example, the zoophile that tried to end his family failed miserably and got teleported to his Inferno, where he got tortured for all of eternity with every single form of death imaginable times absolute infinity for his pain. And this ranks up every single day with new methods of him dying. and it is being broadcasted to his family, which will watch it for all of eternity. And that's about where we are now. An inferno of all of the people who he damned, a huge castle, a giant army, 2 second-in-commands, and doing whatever the hell he wants. That is just a brief summary of what he can do. And he solos all fiction times at absolute infinity forever. End of message.